Who didn't love Dirty Dancing? If you spent the better part of your childhood pretending to do the iconic lift scene from Dirty Dancing, you're definitely not alone. The iconic dance romance film has gracefully aged over 3 decades, yet it continues to hold a special place in the hearts of audiences, making it one of the most cherished films in history. From start to finish, the film envelopes viewers in a cascade of feel-good emotions that are simply irreplaceable. However, behind the scenes, the reality was quite different, and the filming process posed its own set of challenges. Even if you consider yourself a Dirty Dancing enthusiast, chances are you're not familiar with all these intriguing and sometimes challenging behind-the-scenes details. The casting of Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey in the lead roles of Dirty Dancing might seem like fate, but the truth is, they weren't the initial choices for these iconic characters. Imagine Dirty Dancing without the mesmerizing duo of Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze. It's almost inconceivable. Surprisingly, Val Kilmer was initially considered for the role of Johnny Castle, while the pivotal character of Baby had auditions from both Sarah Jessica Parker and Sharon Stone. In a twist of fate, the film faced the possibility of not happening at all without Patrick Swayze. Initially, there were plans for Billy Zane to take on the role of Johnny, but this idea was quickly abandoned. The decision came after it became glaringly obvious that there was a lack of on-screen chemistry between Zane and Jennifer Grey. Fortunately, this turn of events led to the eventual casting of Swayze, and it's safe to say that the chemistry between Grey and Swayze became integral to the film's success. The unexpected casting choices, filled with twists and turns, played a crucial role in shaping Dirty Dancing into the beloved classic that it is today. Your most cherished scenes from Dirty Dancing? Chances are, they weren't part of the original plan. Let's take a trip down memory lane to the iconic musical sequence where Johnny and Baby are rehearsing the mambo for the grand performance. You know the one. Baby can't stifle her laughter, and Johnny looks a bit annoyed. Surprisingly, this wasn't scripted. Jennifer Grey's contagious laughter and Patrick Swayze's visible irritation were genuine reactions, capturing an unplanned, authentic moment on film. And how about the playful dance floor antics set to Mickey and Sylvia's Love is Strange? Believe it or not, that wasn't part of the meticulously crafted script either. In that delightful scene, the cameras were rolling without the actor's awareness, catching Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze in the midst of spontaneous character preparation, completely unaware they were being filmed. These instances of unscripted spontaneity not only added an extra layer of authenticity to the film, but also gave viewers a peek behind the scenes, revealing the genuine chemistry and camaraderie between the actors. It's these unplanned, real moments that often end up etching themselves into the hearts of audiences, making Dirty Dancing not just a meticulously orchestrated dance romance, but a collection of genuine, off-the-cuff memories that stand the test of time. Contrary to the sun-soaked, summery vibes you get from watching Dirty Dancing, the reality on set was quite different. Forget about warm breezes and sunshine. The cast and crew were braving the chill of fall during filming. Picture this: Virginia and North Carolina landscapes painted with the hues of autumn, a far cry from the lush greenery associated with summer resorts. To maintain the illusion of a summery setting, they had to resort to an unusual tactic: spray painting the leaves green. Yes, you heard that right. The changing leaves were given a makeover to deceive audiences into believing it was the peak of summer. Now, let's talk about that iconic pool scene where Baby and Johnny practiced the breathtaking lift. Behind the cinematic magic, there was a cold reality to contend with. Filmed at Virginia's Mountain Lake Resort, the water wasn't exactly the inviting warmth you might expect. The season's cold had set in, turning that romantic pool scene into a test of endurance. Despite the serene ambiance and moonlit choreography, the actors, Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze, were battling frigid temperatures. Their commitment to the scene, maintaining a connected and comfortable look despite the biting cold, speaks volumes about their professionalism. Interestingly, due to the chilly conditions, no close-ups of the performers were captured during the lift scene. Why? Well, it turns out that blue lips wouldn't exactly convey the romantic allure the filmmakers were aiming for. So, while Dirty Dancing is synonymous with sultry summer nights, the reality behind the scenes was a testament to the cast's resilience in overcoming the unexpected challenges thrown their way. Behind the scenes of Dirty Dancing, Patrick Swayze, renowned for his dance prowess, faced a hidden challenge that added a layer of complexity to his performance. In his memoir, The Time of My Life, Swayze opens up about a lingering knee injury that he battled during the filming of the iconic dance romance. The injury had its roots in Swayze's Broadway days, serving as a persistent reminder of the toll that dancing had taken on his body. It was a condition that, under normal circumstances, would have led him to turn down dance-centric roles, possibly even marking the end of his career. However, the dance floor was in Swayze's blood, and the industry saw him as a dancer who had transitioned into acting. This dual identity made it challenging for him to decline roles that involved his signature skill. Dirty Dancing, being a dance-centric film, became an exception to the rule. Nevertheless, this exception didn't mean an end to Swayze's physical struggles. During the filming of the iconic lake lift scene, Swayze grappled with a serious discomfort attack related to his knee injury. Despite the pain, he valiantly attempted to conceal his struggle from the audience, pushing through the lift with a professionalism that belied the personal challenge he was facing. As viewers, we remain blissfully unaware of the physical hurdles Swayze navigated, a testament to his dedication and the lengths he went to in order to bring the magic of Dirty Dancing to life on the screen. Beyond the fame and success following Dirty Dancing, Jennifer Grey faced a pivotal moment in the early 1990s that would significantly impact her career trajectory. In the late 80s and early 90s, Grey and Patrick Swayze had become iconic figures due to their roles in the beloved film. However, it was during this period that Grey made a personal decision that would have lasting consequences. In the early 1990s, she chose to undergo rhinoplasty surgery, a decision that garnered attention and, in some quarters, criticism. The surgery, intended to alter her distinctive nose, had unforeseen implications for Grey's public image and acting career. Critics and fans alike noticed a considerable shift in Grey's facial features post-surgery, making her nearly unrecognizable. The surgery's impact on her acting career was palpable, with many feeling that the procedure had damaged her on-screen persona. Complications from the initial surgery even necessitated a second corrective procedure, further adding to the challenges Grey faced. The extent of the transformation was such that Grey reportedly contemplated changing her identity and starting anew. While she ultimately chose to retain her identity, the rhinoplasty saga marked a significant chapter in Grey's life, both personally and professionally. In the realm of filmmaking, it's not uncommon for actors to portray characters significantly younger than their actual ages. The age differential between actors and characters can sometimes be noticeable, but in the case of Dirty Dancing, the audience seemed unfazed by the gap. In the film, Johnny, played by Patrick Swayze, is depicted as a 24-year-old character, while Baby, portrayed by Jennifer Grey, is presented as an 18-year-old. However, the reality behind the scenes paints a different picture. Jennifer Grey was 26 years old when she took on the role of Baby, a character fresh out of high school. Similarly, Patrick Swayze, embodying the role of Johnny, was 34 years old during the filming, a decade older than the character he portrayed. While the age difference between the actors and their characters might raise eyebrows in other contexts, it seemed inconsequential in Dirty Dancing. The exceptional performances delivered by Grey and Swayze overshadowed any potential concerns about age accuracy. The authenticity and chemistry they brought to their roles resonated with audiences, emphasizing that sometimes the essence of a character goes beyond the numerical age on paper. In the end, the age difference became a trivial matter when compared to the captivating portrayal of Baby and Johnny on the silver screen. Choosing the right title for a movie can be a critical decision, shaping the audience's expectations and perceptions. In the case of Dirty Dancing, the process of naming the film was far from straightforward. Originally, the movie almost had a completely different and arguably less catchy name. When the film was in its early stages, the creators contemplated the title, I Was a Teenage Mambo Queen. This alternative, while intriguing, was eventually discarded, and the now iconic Dirty Dancing emerged as the chosen title. The decision wasn't without its challenges. The title of Dirty Dancing was considered controversial, leading to concerns from censorship inspectors who suspected it might be a pornographic film. Despite these apprehensions, the studio stood firm in favor of the title, eventually becoming synonymous with the film's success. Thankfully, the alternative didn't prevail, sparing us from referring to the beloved classic by a completely different name. Interestingly, not everyone involved in the film shared the same enthusiasm for the chosen title. Patrick Swayze, one of the lead actors, openly expressed his dislike for Dirty Dancing. In a 1987 interview with reporter Bobby Wiegand, Swayze admitted, I despised the label Dirty Dancing. It irritates me to no end. We all battled hard to avoid calling it Dirty Dancing. That's what the studio chose, so that's what we'll have to stick with and market. The title controversy adds an intriguing layer to the film's history, highlighting the intricate decisions involved in shaping its identity and ensuring its success against potential misconceptions. The iconic line, "Nobody puts baby in a corner" from Dirty Dancing almost didn't make it to the final cut, and it turns out that Patrick Swayze, one of the key figures in the film, was not a fan of the phrase. In the world of movie history, this line has become legendary, and it's hard to imagine the film without it. However, Swayze, in his memoir, The Time of My Life, revealed his strong dislike for the line, considering it too cheesy for the film's poignant ending. He expressed his reservations, stating, "We did a lot of rewriting for the big final scene, but one line that I hated stayed in." Despite his initial reluctance, Swayze eventually conceded that the line worked in the context of the film. In his memoir, he reflected on the unexpected success of the phrase, acknowledging, "It sounded ridiculous, but after viewing the end product, I just had to admit it worked, and of course that became one of the film's most famous lines." The making of Dirty Dancing was a whirlwind, with the entire film coming together in just under 3 months. It's a remarkable feat considering the lasting impact and popularity of the movie. The filmmakers operated on a tight schedule and a modest budget, completing the film in slightly over 3 months, including a mere 2 weeks dedicated to rehearsals. In this short span, the performers, including Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze, mastered the intricate dance motions in just 2 weeks. The intensity of the shooting schedule is evident as the film was shot over 44 days, demanding a significant commitment from the actors. One of the most iconic scenes in the film, the final dancing sequence featuring the lift, was captured in a single take. Jennifer Grey, much like her character in the movie, was initially terrified of the lift and refused to practice beforehand. Despite this fear, when the moment came to shoot the scene, the duo executed the lift flawlessly in one take, showcasing their incredible chemistry and skill on screen. The fate of Dirty Dancing was uncertain from the start, with initial doubts about its success. The film, completed on October 27, 1986, faced skepticism even before its release, as Vestron officials predicted its failure during test screenings. During these screenings, a surprising 39% of viewers were unaware of a subplot involving Penny's, Cynthia Rhodes, aborted pregnancy. This lack of awareness raised concerns among distributors, leading to the contemplation of releasing the film directly to home video. The outlook seemed bleak. However, Dirty Dancing defied expectations and became an immediate sensation, after its debut on October 21st, 1987. The film's repeated viewings and enthusiastic reception turned it into a blockbuster hit. It grossed an impressive $64 million in the United States and an additional $170 million internationally. The success didn't stop there. A year after its debut, Dirty Dancing received an Oscar for Best Original Song, I've Had the Time of My Life. The film also achieved the remarkable feat of breaking the record for the most popular home video rental of the year. The casting process of Dirty Dancing unfolded in a way that added intriguing layers to the film's production. Cynthia Rhodes, recognized for her roles in films like Flashdance and Staying Alive alongside John Travolta, was the first person cast in the movie. She secured the role of Penny before any other actors were brought on board. At the time, Rhodes was already making a name for herself in the industry, and Dirty Dancing proved to be the project that catapulted her career to new heights. However, the director and producers had a unique concern about Rhodes, her attractiveness. They felt that her acting wasn't convincing enough, especially in the scenes where Penny was supposed to be in severe agony. Rhodes, with her enduring beauty, didn't quite match the desired appearance for those moments. To address this, stylists had to apply cosmetics to make her seem more worn out and sweaty, enhancing the authenticity of her portrayal. Interestingly, Cynthia Rhodes later transitioned from acting to music, concluding her career on a high note. She became the lead vocalist of the Los Angeles pop group Emotion, a role she held until 1990. This additional layer to Rhodes's career trajectory showcases the multifaceted journeys that individuals involved in Dirty Dancing experienced, adding depth to the behind-the-scenes narrative of the iconic film. The narrative richness of Dirty Dancing extends beyond its on-screen romance, delving into the personal experiences of its screenwriter, Elinor Bergstein. The film is largely rooted in Bergstein's own adventures and upbringing in the 1960s, providing a captivating glimpse into the inspiration behind the iconic scenes. Bergstein's father, a doctor, and her family's origins in Brooklyn parallel the familial backdrop portrayed in the film. Similar to Baby, Bergstein spent every summer in the Catskills, an experience that mirrors the adventurous antics of Baby and her sister in the movie. What adds an intriguing layer to Bergstein's connection with the story is her own nickname, Baby, which she carried during those Catskills vacations until she turned 30. This personal touch infuses an authentic warmth into the character, making Baby not just a fictional creation, but a reflection of Bergstein's own youthful escapades. The inspiration for the dance sequences, a cornerstone of the film's charm, traces back to Bergstein's encounter with a dancing teacher who was notably older than her. This real-life episode, infused with a touch of controversy, became a pivotal source of inspiration for the dance-centric elements of Dirty Dancing. Before they created cinematic magic in Dirty Dancing, Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey shared the screen in the 1984 film Red Dawn. However, whispers of relationship troubles between the two actors during the making of Red Dawn added an interesting layer of complexity to their collaboration. This history of discord possibly fueled apprehensions among Dirty Dancing producers about pairing Swayze and Grey once again. Despite the rumored challenges in their working relationship, Swayze and Grey managed to set aside their differences, if only temporarily, to contribute to the creation of a film that would go on to become legendary and culturally significant. It was a testament to their professionalism and artistic dedication that they could unite, even amid personal disagreements, to deliver performances that would forever etch Dirty Dancing into the annals of film history. Reflecting on their dynamic years later, Grey shared with The Hollywood Reporter that their collaboration was akin to a marriage of opposites. Swayze's fearlessness juxtaposed with Grey's apprehension created a unique synergy, both on and off screen. This dynamic interplay of personalities not only added an extra layer of complexity to the characters in Dirty Dancing, but also contributed to the film's authenticity and resonance with audiences. Contrary to the on-screen magic they created, Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey's off-screen dynamic during the filming of Dirty Dancing wasn't exactly harmonious. Despite their undeniable chemistry on camera, it turns out that their relationship behind the scenes was marked by moments of tension and disagreement. The seamless connection viewers witnessed was a testament to their acting prowess, rather than a reflection of their personal rapport. In his memoirs, Swayze candidly revealed that clashes between the two were not uncommon, especially after long and exhausting days of shooting. The toll of fatigue sometimes led to arguments before the cameras even started rolling. Swayze noted, "We did have a few moments of friction when we were tired after a long day of shooting. She seemed to be unusually passionate, sometimes falling into tears when someone reprimanded her. Other times, she'd get into funny moods, causing us to repeat sequences when she'd start giggling." Despite the behind-the-scenes challenges, Swayze remained committed to delivering a performance that would endure in the hearts of audiences. He seemed to downplay the off-screen discord, emphasizing the everlasting connection between Johnny and Baby. Patrick Swayze shared profound insights into why Dirty Dancing endured and resonated so deeply with audiences. In an interview with AFI, Swayze emphasized that, in his view, the film's enduring charm stemmed from its heart. He believed that the movie wasn't merely about sensuality, but delved into the journey of individuals striving to discover themselves. To illustrate, Swayze highlighted the characters of Johnny, a young dancing teacher grappling with his identity as a mere product, and Baby, a determined young woman navigating societal constraints to find her true self. The narrative, according to Swayze, beautifully depicted the transformative power of genuine emotions and the pursuit of self-discovery. He particularly emphasized the unconventional love story between Johnny and Baby, pointing out the film's celebration of the gorgeous, quirky little Jewish girl, who ultimately wins the heart of the man, not through conventional means, but through the richness of her character. Swayze's reflections add a layer of depth to the film's thematic elements, portraying it as a story that transcends the surface of romance, embracing the core values of authenticity and self-empowerment. Despite its immense success, Dirty Dancing faced challenges with potential sponsors, highlighting the clash between artistic integrity and commercial interests. The film, projected to be a hit among young audiences, attracted the attention of Clearasil, a prominent acne skincare company, for a promotional partnership. However, Clearasil ultimately withdrew its interest when it learned about the abortion subplot involving the character Penny. Set in the 1960s, when abortion was legal in the United States, the film's portrayal of Penny's storyline prompted Clearasil's decision to back out due to the controversial nature of the subject matter. Faced with this sponsorship setback, producers urged screenwriter Eleanor Bergstein to remove the abortion plotline. However, Bergstein staunchly defended the integrity of her script, explaining that removing that element would dismantle the entire narrative. In response to the pressure, Bergstein asserted, "Hey, I'd love to, but I can't because if I take it out, everything will fall apart. There's no need for Baby to meet Johnny, for Penny to become unable to dance, for Baby to learn to dance with Johnny, and for her to have sexual relations with Johnny. There's no plot without that." This behind-the-scenes dilemma sheds light on the challenges filmmakers face when navigating the intersection of storytelling and commercial interests. In the wake of the initial film's resounding success, the film industry swiftly set its sights on producing a sequel to capitalize on the phenomenon. Eager to replicate the magic of Dirty Dancing, studios were ready to offer Patrick Swayze a substantial sum of $6 million to reprise his iconic role as Johnny in the sequel. However, Swayze, known for his aversion to making sequels, declined the lucrative offer. Swayze's decision resonated with fans, who appreciated his commitment to preserving the uniqueness of the original film. Recognizing that recreating the magic of the first installment might prove elusive, Swayze opted not to participate in the sequel. Subsequently, the sequel, titled Dirty Dancing Havana Nights, emerged, but it failed to capture the essence of the original. Released in 2004, a staggering 17 years later, the film positioned itself as a reimagining rather than a direct continuation. The only common thread between the two films was the shared title, Dirty Dancing. The making of Dirty Dancing wasn't just a rigorous film production, it was a continuous 24/7 party. The grand staff dance sequences, designed to exude a genuine party atmosphere on screen, were orchestrated by director Emile Ardolino through a unique approach. Ardolino, aiming to infuse authenticity into the party scenes, hosted a party almost every day on set. What started as dance practices often transformed into lively disco parties, with the ensemble of actors unwinding by enjoying some drinks and dancing. This unconventional strategy served multiple purposes. Not only did it create an environment where the performers could let loose and get to know each other better, but it also contributed to a more relaxed and casual atmosphere on set. The constant partying became a key factor in fostering improvisation among the actors when the cameras were rolling. The spontaneous moments and genuine interactions that emerged from these impromptu celebrations contributed to the vibrant energy that ultimately translated onto the screen. In this way, the lively behind-the-scenes atmosphere played a pivotal role in shaping the infectious spirit that Dirty Dancing is celebrated for. In a noteworthy development in 2020, news reported that Jennifer Grey, the original baby from Dirty Dancing, was gearing up to not only executive produce but also star in a new installment of the iconic film. The details of the plot were kept under wraps, creating an air of anticipation among fans. Grey, in a recent interview with the Los Angeles Times, confirmed that she would be reprising her role as Baby in this fresh take on the beloved classic. Expressing her excitement for the project, Grey shared insights into the unique angle the new film would explore. She mentioned the challenge of examining the narrative 30 years later, placing the storyline in the 90s. This fresh perspective aims to delve into the aftermath of Baby's experiences and explore how the original story remains relevant in a different era. Grey's approach involves looking at the familiar tale through a new lens, providing audiences with a contemporary take on the beloved classic. Adding to the anticipation, Grey revealed that the new Dirty Dancing installment is slated for release on Valentine's Day in 2024. This revelation stirred excitement among fans who are eager to see how the timeless story of romance and dance will be reimagined for a new generation, further solidifying the enduring legacy of Dirty Dancing in the world of cinema. As we await this cinematic journey, be sure to stay tuned for updates and exclusive behind-the-scenes glimpses. As usual, if you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you're the first to know when the new Dirty Dancing hits the screen. Until next time, take care.